Now, a 3-year-old is being treated for injuries after a shooting this morning in Tyler. Police expect more charges to be filed against the man who's suspected of pulling the trigger. Now, this is the moment 30-year-old Darius Davis was arrested across the street from the Liberty Arms apartments on North Broadway Avenue. He was taken to the hospital for injuries that were not related to the shooting before he was arrested. Now, Davis is behind bars tonight at the Smith County Jail. Police tell us they don't know what led up to the shooting, and investigators are working to learn a possible motive.
I know there were at least a few other people inside the apartment during the shooting, but were not injured. And this is not a random attack. The mother of the child does know this person.
Police say the toddler was alert and awake before they were taken to a Tyler hospital for an injury to their backside. We are working to get an update on that child's condition.